Hey everyone, and welcome to the Fancy Friday show with me, Matt Niblock. Today I have a special guest, Janet Fisher from Mosaic in Central Iowa. Janet, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here today. Thanks for choosing Mosaic to participate.
Absolutely. So before we jump into Mosaic, I wanted to remind our viewers that Casual Friday is canceled. That's right, we're putting the sweatpants back in the closet. And today I have with me one of my favorite little zip ups. This thing, super comfortable. I'm a big fan for sure. Janet, do you have any casual clothing with you today?
I've got some hanging back here. We can put it away. Mosaic t-shirts.
Absolutely. And Janet told me before the call that if you volunteer enough, you may run into a situation where you can get one, but they're kind of hard to get. So definitely a great way to chip in.
Very true.
Perfect. So let's get back to our main topic, which is Mosaic in Central Iowa and you, Janet. So could you start by just telling us what you do with Mosaic and how did you get involved?
Very good. Well, I Mosaic is a faith-based organization, and I am the resource development manager. So I help with our friend and fundraising, and truly have a calling to love and serve. And my calling started many years ago on the softball field, and I was pitching in a game. My dad was always my coach way back when, and I was pitching what I thought was the game of my life at age 10. And dad, also known as my coach, called timeout. And when he came out to the mound, he told me that there was a girl on the opposing team that wanted a chance to bat. And I said, bring it. And so when I looked over to the dugout, there was a young girl coming out with her bat too heavy to hold, a very awkward gait, and her helmet kind of wobbling all over the place. And she made her way to the plate. And as dad had coached me, I started zinging the pitches in there. And that required another timeout. And dad came back out and said, you have to let her hit it. And so this was my first experience with a person with a disability. And so I learned without any coaching to adapt, to slow my pitch, to get closer to her. And eventually she was able to hit the ball. And she circled her way around the bases, and the crowd went wild, screaming her name, Angie, Angie. Well, again, at age 10, I don't know what impact that truly had on my life. But after graduating from college with a degree in child and family development, I had the opportunity to go to work, and was hired at an agency in the St. Louis area, actually, where I was given an opportunity to work with two women who were needing support to live as independently as possible, but clearly had disabilities, and they were going to need some support. My supervisor gave me the address of one of the women's homes so I could go meet her and learn about her. And when I got there, rang the doorbell, guess who answered the door? It
Oh,
was
wow.
the same girl that I had the experience on the softball field a number of years earlier. And so truly, I feel as though my mission is to support people with disabilities and help them live their best lives. And Angie really became a part of my life. And here, something like 30 years later, I still have a connection with her. But that was just the very beginning. What led me to Mosaic then was having a career in this field, and then having my own child that was born with profound special needs as well. And when I was looking for full-time employment and still caring for our Michael at home, I found Mosaic, and I was very, very drawn to the mission statement. Our mission statement says, embracing God's call, Mosaic relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people.
Hmm.
And I thought, wow, I really want to be a part of that. And I had the opportunity to visit some of our group homes where we provide services to people with intellectual disabilities, autism, behavioral challenges, and other diverse healthcare needs. And I saw our mission in action, and I thought, wow, I want to be a part of that. And I also said, I could actually see my son living here one day. Now, for a mother to say that about her child when you're, have all the control and want to make sure life is perfect, that was a difficult thing for me to say. So I was very honored to be hired 9 years ago to help with the Mosaic mission. And it was just 2 months after I started working here that our son Michael passed away at the age of 13.
Mm.
His legacy lives on through the work that I do every day, and I'm just super proud to be a part of what we do at Mosaic. Um,
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that story. That's a touching story.
thank you. Yeah. So
So,
I'm keeping
no,
keep
go
going
ahead.
with the story here. So we were founded 107 years ago by a Lutheran pastor. He was on a prairie in the middle of Axtell, Nebraska, and he witnessed a gentleman have a seizure in public.
Mm.
Back in that day, people with disabilities were considered to be cursed by God and really completely misunderstood and treated inhumanely. And
Mhm.
this pastor said, we must do something. When he witnessed his friend have the seizure, Gustav was thrown in jail, stripped of his clothing, and treated completely inhumanely. And Pastor Dahl said, we must change things. We must do
Mm.
something. He went back to his congregation and he asked 54 members for just $1. And back then, that was a big ask. And as a result, they all said yes. And what was then called the Beth Vajee Foundation was formed. And here we are, 107 years later, looking forward in faith and continuing to meet a tremendous need in our community. So Mosaic in Central Iowa started in 1983, and we serve about 270 people here in the metro area.
Awesome.
So, we serve people with very diverse healthcare needs in residential settings, so group homes, apartments, and a shared living model called host homes. So again, just looking for people that will open their heart and their home to providing care to a person with a disability.
So let's talk a little bit more about the particular organization. I know you're talking about some of the different ways that you help, but like on a day-to-day basis, what does that look like? Like what do people that work for Mosaic or work with Mosaic or volunteer, what do they do?
Mhm. So our staff that are working in our group homes are providing the care 24 hours a day. They're helping with cooking and cleaning and personal cares, and most importantly, having a meaningful life. And that meaningful life could be different definitions for all 270 people that we serve. Matt, what you and I like to do on the weekend may be completely different than what the people we serve, but we ask questions, we find out what people like to do, and we make it happen. Of course, during the pandemic, we're having some challenges with that, and
Oh,
we're staying healthy and safe at home, and finding very creative ways to keep people engaged. But it's still working, and we're still on that mission to help people have their best life. Similarly, in our host home model, this is where a single person, a couple, or a family opens their heart and their home to providing that 24-hour care. And it's more in a one-to-one family type setting. And again, helping with their personal cares, helping with the cooking and the cleaning, and just really living life. And so we say at Mosaic that no experience is necessary because we truly hire for heart.
absolutely. That's fantastic. So, I mean, talking about how people can help you, I mean, I know we pitched a little bit of the volunteer stuff or, donations. How can people help?
Yeah, let me tell you more about volunteering. That can look like a variety of ways right now.
Mhm.
Of course, that's different with restrictions that we have in place. However, we still have people that really want to connect. So we have a pen pal program that we've started up to. So if you enjoy writing letters, you could be a part of our pen pal program. We have an adopt a house program. So that could be even taking your kids over and coloring chalk on the sidewalks to help bring good cheer to the people we serve and to the staff. They are our everyday heroes, and we want to celebrate them. Adopting a home could also mean finding out when the people we serve's birthdays are, and sending a card or bringing over a gift or bringing over flowers just to put on the porch to say we're thinking about you. We also have a variety of events that are going on online. So if you are a musician and want to sing or play the guitar or something, we can set up virtual events for our people to participate in that. And then we have what we call Discover the Possibilities events that are occurring 2 times a month. And these are virtual events right now where we share about our history and mission. And It's a 45-minute call, and we connect you with the people that we serve. So we're just looking for people to come and hear more of our story, and then we'll connect with you further to see about ways that you might want to get involved through volunteering. There's also outdoor projects that can be done, like raking leaves and washing windows and vans, and just generally making our homes and our yards and our vehicles beautiful. So
Awesome.
as you mentioned too, donations are key to what we do. We are about 95% Medicaid funded, and that puts a roof over people's head and food on the table, but it doesn't provide that life of possibilities that we're truly trying to create for people.
Sure.
And so our donations can help with helping people get into the community to do activities, pay for a meal, pay for clothing or shoes or things that just are not covered with their $50 a month spending money.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a big fundraising event coming up in October as well. Of course, donations are accepted throughout the year, but we have our annual fundraising event coming up on October 29th. And it's just a 45-minute Zoom call where we're going to connect you with the people we serve, and again, share about our mission and hope that you will contribute. So
fantastic. So, I mean, what an unbelievable mission, and thank you for sharing so much. It's always a population that I feel like can be, served in so many different creative ways and everything, but it obviously takes a village like Mosaic and the resources of the rest of the village, if you will, to really make that happen. And so, but thank you for all the work that you're doing to make that happen. And as people are watching this, we will drop a link on this video so you can see exactly where you need to go to donate. Any donation amount helps, whether it's $5, $10, $20, whatever you can give. It really does help to, like Janet was saying, give someone some shoes or some extra clothing, or some other type of experience that they might not be able to have if it wasn't for that. So Janet, before I let you go though, being the partner this week with us, I wanted to have you select my jacket that I'm going to wear this week. So I have two choices for you. First one is kind of a gray looking jacket here, and the other one is a more charcoal, darker jacket. Which one are we going to go with?
I think we've got to go with the lighter gray. It just
All
is
right.
brighter and will bring some light to this gloom that we've had here lately.
Right. I think everybody could use a little bit more brightness in their day-to-day right now.
That's true.
Awesome. Well, once again, Janet, thanks so much for joining me, and we will definitely see you on Friday.
Thank you so much, Matt.